Hello everybody, Washu here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh my gosh, so last time they argued. It was amazing. They were criticizing each other's writing, and they both said, ah ha ha, I'm so much better than you. Not really. The little pink girl is super into cute stuff, so she naturally doesn't like the purple girl stuff where it's serious and complex and full of complex literature, and I like the poem that the other one had. I forgot all of their names. But I didn't forget who they are on the inside, and that's what matters. So we're gonna choose. I get it. If we're going to... Which one are we gonna go for, okay? Should we go for the pink-haired girl? Should we go for the purple-haired girl? Or should we go for our childhood friend? Because I think if we were to talk about food and relaxing, we would go with that. Talk about cute things. Oh, man, this is gonna be nasty. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I did last time, except it's gonna actually work this time. I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 3. It's gonna be whatever. Grab myself. See, this is real. This is real life right now. All over here. Okay, fine, my iPad, that works too. Whatever the number is on the right is gonna be, okay, it's 2. So, I guess either way, okay, we're gonna go for Pinky here. Oh my god. She likes cute stuff? Oh my god, okay, this is gonna be easy. Puppy. Rainbow! Okay, I think that I understood. I just noticed at the very end there that on the bottom left they jumped when I was clicking things that I thought was oriented. That's amazing. I'm so dumb. Why didn't I even look at that before? That was actually pretty subtle, but I appreciate it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Washu. Oh, that's right, Sayori. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still just not used to being in the club, that's all. Well, get used to it, girl. I'm here to stay. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Oh god, what else is new? Will you come over and buy me a snack? Wait, what? Will you come with me? Oh, to buy a snack. Okay, that's a lot more upfront. I've known people like that before. They're just like, hey, I don't have any money. Buy me food. I would never do that in a million years. No, thanks. Ah, that's not like you at all. What do you mean? I'm not hungry. I have my reasons. I'm not going after you. Why don't you look at... Oh, why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? What? That all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. She's just gonna do this? Only 2 small coins fall out. 200 yen? Ah ha ha ha! Oh, we read you like a book. I knew it. No, I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. You asked me to go do something with you. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry, or wanted an excuse to take a walk. Or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves the one option. Oh, this is true though. God, we can just read this person like a book. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book always. Ah. I wasn't listening or anything. Oh, you're so rude. It was just something in my book. Yeah, sure. We both know that you're not reading a book that has anything to do with humor. It's probably someone getting murdered and gutted and strung out on a line. Yuri, tell Washu to let me to borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And oh god, I had my mouse on the screen. I was like, oh no, because people hate it. Okay, we're fine. Never mind. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Whoa, girl, God, spitting fucking fire over here. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. Ah ha ha. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Oh, there's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I get the feeling that this person on the right is just polite all the time, but God, they're probably one of those people that is super cynical about the entire planet. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Revolution? Retribution? The outcome. Whatever, they're one of those people that probably keeps score of every wrong and right doing that has been done to them. Retribution. Yeah. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Oh, God. What are you talking about? You girls don't have any devils in you. I double-checked. Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But. You wouldn't have come if there weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Wow, you're a mischievous little girl, aren't you? Whap. Kia. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was? Huh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ah ha! I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ah ha ha ha. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! It's probably poison. Don't eat it. She's gonna try to kill you off. You can tell. I'm so happy. You can tell something's up because they're smiling. And they're not sarcastic. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Umph. Suddenly clasp her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Ehehe. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh my god! She's such a snitch! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouth forced, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Maybe she's at home. Have any of you heard anything about her being late lately? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. Saving. Oh god, saving. Oh god. It's gonna happen. Give me a couple of them. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Ehehe, that's true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry, and don't have a boyfriend. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the cub over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I don't like boys, they're yucky. Monika quizzically glances at me. Girl, I'm not your boyfriend. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Who the hell loses track of time in study hall? I don't believe you. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Exactly. See, this girl knows. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano while juggling 10 balls and doing calculus in my head while singing and making money through Bitcoin. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. You do everything. Wow, you're so much better than all of us combined. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's, Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. And I'd also look forward to it. I always wanted to learn how to play the piano, but I couldn't because this is how it went, okay? When I was a child, and I was still, I've always been that person who kind of throws myself at different projects, but I remember one thing that stood forever, and I mentioned this once before, or a couple times before, is I always wanted to learn how to play the piano, and I still don't even know what it is. I always listen to piano music. A lot of my playlist has tons of piano stuff in it. I think it has something to do with the fact that it's independent of language, but I just like the sound of the piano. And I remember I asked for years and years and years and years and years. And the answer was always the same. We don't have room for a piano. You can't get one. And by the time that I finally could afford to buy a piano and just get it myself, I was like, no, I don't have any time to practice. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Anyway, I don't have a full-size piano. I have a keyboard. What is it called? I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere around here in this room. Well, anyway, it's one of those keyboards that you can plug into, it's not Fruity Loops. And, keyboard controller? Whatever. And I'm trying to figure out time to be able to practice it because I've always wanted to learn. Anyway, it's nothing to do with anything. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Washu. You better not. Monika smiles sweetly and uses her rear to push the other girls away. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What? She just disappeared? Wait, hold on. There must be a big closet. They didn't just go into a little closet and close the door. I don't know, maybe they're a freak. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Girl, what are you doing in there? No, this is a school. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Maybe she does need a hand. You're looking for something in there. Saving. You wanted to reach something up high and you're too small because you're like a child person. Freaking Monika! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Oh, is this manga? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Girl, I read manga every day. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. What the F are you talking about right now? I come clean about that right away, and if they don't like it, I don't like them. How do you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What? What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. I bet she reads shoujo manga. Shoujo, maybe she likes to throw the occasional shonen in there, you know. I've noticed that it kind of doesn't necessarily go both ways. I'm unique, okay? I know that I'm a special cookie in a a lot of different ways, but I like shoujo manga. I read a lot of it. I read a lot of seinen manga. I've read a lot of shonen manga. I like to run the gamut, and a lot of it comes from being able to appreciate both the story and the art. Sometimes I think that some of these things go a little bit too hard in some ways, where it's just like, wow. Kind of like when you're cooking and you can put too much spice into something, you're just like, wow, this just tastes like nothing else other than clove, or other than cinnamon, or other than... Well, anyway. I think that a lot of men are super close-minded about reading any form of shoujo manga, or masculine women for that matter. But a lot of people who are women that, like, where am I going with this? I feel like are more likely to go with shonen occasionally, but you know what? I'm just backing out of this. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Hey, that was mine. She then turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right in between the middle of the rest. Aha! Much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Oh my god, I'm like resonating with this Natsuki. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Girl, I'm not gonna judge you. Hey, I wasn't judging you or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Washu. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. It's a hentai doujin. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I literally have read manga with another person one time in my entire life, and it was on a computer, and we were actually reading Uwe Blatt. And I think it was like it was either my first or second year at university, and here's what I can tell you. When you get over the initial, like, hey, we're actually like physically close together reading the same thing, it's actually like really kind of an interesting experience because it's silent to one regard, and then it's just like, hey, you know, are we ready to move on to the next page? But to be able to actually talk to someone about the things that you're actually interested in, like, that's something I miss a lot. Specifically with like manga and stuff like that. Probably a huge reason why I started the series. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Why not? Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in the high school. Are you one of those people that doesn't read it? Oh my god, you just looked at the pictures. There's text there. Read it. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. What should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Yes? Kind of? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Spoilers. But that just helps you get to know the characters. How long do you guys give a manga before you actually move on to the next one? I remember we already talked about anime a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But manga? Okay, like I definitely will look at the art and I do the flip through where you like say you take a okay, well, I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely only read manga online now. I haven't bought a manga in forever, but I'll maybe give it like 3 or 4 chapters. And if the first chapter is not where, if it has way too many words or way too little pictures or the art sucks or something like that, there's usually something that you can't even put a word to. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna read this or I'm not really gonna be able to get into it. But I don't know, maybe like 5 chapters I will give a really honest intention to do that. Unless something flips it on the first chapter and it's just like, this is absolutely something that I hate. Anyway, where are you guys at with that? And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's just all this kind of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories. And when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ooh, tell me more about these touching parts. Oh, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hehehe. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Huh, good save. This chapter seems it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? Oh, I wonder why you would enjoy a manga about baking. It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. I'm so impressionable and I try things that I see on TV all the time. Or TV or manga. So. Ahahaha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Wow, this is a different angle. You are way smaller than I thought you were. We read on for a few moments, and she's just staring at me. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? What are friends? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Humph. What is that thing on her hair? What is that thing? What is it? Why is it there? I don't understand what it is. I understand the ribbons. What the fuck is that? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. It is for kids, but we're all kids on the inside. Once we get past all the psychosis and trauma. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, yeah, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Oh, God. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? You gotta sit here with a solid 10 out of 10 dude reading your manga. I mean, here I am reading it. Lucky you. You're welcome for being awesome. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying it yourself, right? So, she stuck out her lolly tooth. It must be an emotional moment. Ah! Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ah ha ha ha. I totally forgot that happens! Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing your favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you connect with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. Oh shit. Oh God, save it. Oh God. No. Okay. Whew. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh shit, maybe I should write poems for this. That'd be fun. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back. Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monika just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Just read it. She's adorable and it makes her happy. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. This is where you invite her to read it with you at your house. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Just ask her to come, dude. She would come. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Dude, she had a whole box of these books. You're setting yourself up for not being able to watch your shows. So, I mean, we're gonna have to choose. That better be a choice. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Alright, here we go. Who should I start my show for? Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. I literally don't think it matters what order you say these in. So let's just go top to bottom. What up, girl? Hey, you still hungry? Washu, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. What? Your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems without my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. Did I accidentally choose too many that had to do with Sayori? We have that kind of weird a connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you? I pat Sayori's head. Hey. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Well, maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Washu. Will you give me your poem? No. I kind of want to keep it. No, it's mine. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Dog, I'm not giving you my poem. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you! Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give this to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. What the hell emotions are happening? You want this poem? Sorry, hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get that for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Why? Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh my god, it's so long. What the hell is happening with the wee music in the background? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Oh gosh. Night after night, more dreams. None of my started correctly. This bar is fucking everything up. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling, aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh god, deep. Holy crap! Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. It was creepy. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ahaha. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, who next? Saving. Bam. Alright, come here, girl. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back to the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Maybe I can get lucky again, girl? Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean well written. No, I mean. Oh, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. Nah, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. Sure. Sorry. She said Doki Doki, and it's Doki Doki Literature Club. I would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. Ahahaha! For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Oh my god, let me see this beautiful thing. I'm saving too much. I keep thinking that something's gonna happen. I'm gonna get stabbed in the eyeball. Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. We'll be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Natsuki, what the hell kind of poem is this? And why do you hate people that like things that you don't like? Not bad, right? I don't know, 4 out of 10. Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I thought you were in this club before me. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Such an ego. My God, it's like you have to prove something. Don't you have good and bad days? Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Yeah, you don't fucking like spiders, and you don't like people who like things that you don't like. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid if people found out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I could relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Okay, it's noted. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, this is gonna be amazing. Because that person, why am I saving? Alright, here we go. She's gonna hate it so much. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Washu. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. Oh my god, she's so sad about it. She's so sad. Oh, it hurts me. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri. I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because your styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. Sidelong glance. Try to look at someone like that in real life, your eyeball will break. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it does that. Oh, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Like, try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. Well, that's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you like to read, let me put on my glasses and get out my dictionary. Of course, is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. It's in blood red ink. She's clearly written it with her own blood. There's a little Satan symbol in the corner. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, my... Oh god. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps it's merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I feed myself again. Probably not feel. Maybe you feel yourself again. And I feed myself again. I don't know, 5 out of 10? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Okay, let me think about it. Alright, when I think about this, I see kind of like the raccoon is kind of a part on the inside of you, and then the feeding yourself could be whatever kind of guilty pleasure that it is that you're wanting to partake in. Maybe this is gonna circle back to her creepy as fuck reading. You know, she's feeding kind of it, because she's always polite in real life. She's gotta feed some violence in there, gotta have some chaos. You know, gotta have a form of expression. That's her feeding herself. I don't know, it's probably gonna be deeper than that, but let's find out. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. How interesting that both you and Natsuki are like writing on the same thing in different ways. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. What are you into, girl? Got skeletons in your closet? Oh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. Okay, theory. Natsuki is going to be a cannibal because she's going to think that I'm so sweet that she's going to eat me alive. And Yuri is going to go like buck wild and cut me open and just bleed me dry so I can be hung on her wall like some weird sacrificial demonic altar. That's my theory right now. She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Yeah, you're both in the wrong. Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Are you people friends or not? You could just talk about it with each other. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be a little ranting by now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I'm getting kind of bored with you. I'd like to move on to the next person now. Thank you. Here we go. Hey again, Washu. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for yesterday? Oh, for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. I like it, Washu. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Aha. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha, if you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Yeah, is he the one that did the Falling Up thing? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of, just far less talented. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Oh my god, I guess. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh God, here we go. At least I can read this person's writing. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Load me. What? Oh, you can click into. Oh, that's so much easier. Save me, load me. All right, let me see. Is there some sort of heating meaning in this? STBFRACON. Oh God, this is weird. The way this is like set up is like playing with my brain right now. Bam, bam, bam. Sign like. Okay, you know what? I'm not seeing it if there's something. But what is with the load me? Huh. I don't know. I like this one too, but I'm getting to feel like Monika might not be doing so good. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ah ha ha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I like it. It's fine. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing my space on the paper. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Okay, so let me think. Monika, so she's starting to learn piano. And a lot of times the saying goes that when you're playing piano and music and stuff like that, you can focus on the external noise instead of the internal noise. And she was just saying stuff a lot about cacophony of maybe she's got a lot of thoughts on the inside of her head that are driving her crazy. I know I've already speculated before that she's feeling some sort of like externalized pressure, but why in the world would she be wanting to learn piano and then be talking about noise? I don't know. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. I would highly disagree. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Okay, not necessarily about something, but like mood. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh God! Okay. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Okay, I've saved I don't even know how many times. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? And I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Look at that quitter talk. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. You make cupcakes. You stand there. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Girl on left make cupcakes. 2 girls on the right hand them out, and I'll be in the back not doing anything. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh, God. Performing. Monika. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't. You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for any of this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Now, I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. What is with so many people being afraid of talking in front of others? Oh my gosh, is this like a common human thing that I just didn't get? Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. What? But your poems are good! Guys. No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. No, that part I understand. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. We're all going to be dead before then, aren't we? Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Now they think those are my reasons. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. How unusual. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Woo! Okay, now we can just peer pressure the last one. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Stop saying things like this. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is just too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? I know, but strangers are never going to look at you again. Talking in front of strangers is way easier than being in front of people you're going to be around all the time. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahaha, of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before or simply natural? I glanced around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I'm a first timer. I've never done it before, ever. Be impressed with me. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. It's not your turn. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quibbling words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It's like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it yourself, in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice has been made was made as a perfect match. What? The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't have thought much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Washi liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Humph. Don't make me go before Washu. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Washu lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Hey, what the heck? Come on. Natsuki. That's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step to the front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Humph. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's still a little unenthused, but her poem had rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would make it easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends... See, exactly! It's just embarrassing! That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess, in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, how many days do we have? I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting on all this effort into the club. Makes me really happy. I mean, I also have to read a manga tonight, so... Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to recite poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Eee. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Washu. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Oh yeah, you want the poem. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? Girl, I would walk home with her. What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I looked at my phone earlier today to be able to figure out which of you girls I was going for. I'm gonna walk home with her if she asks. Yeah! Oh my god. Shit. Alright. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I think it would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? It has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just wanted to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me around anymore, you know? Wait, what? It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Girl, we're not dating. Sayori, I can't figure out if you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Huh. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time?